Britain has seen better times. With the entire nation aflame, troops and knights and magicians galore, princesses running for their lives, and one spiky-haired boy kind of caught up in the middle of it. Much like almost every other character and villain in this, we're probably going to see the other side soon. How are you going to spin this one? And as we saw the airborne units dogfighting in the sky, I would actually like to see a little more of that rather than just from afar. You just... Okay, they're just going to Death Star the Buckingham Palace. Questionable. Even with the low accuracy of like an aerial bombardment. A good question to ask Tomo is because he's there and he can do something about it. You just can't leave people who seem to need help. Even the chaff and fodder have their own lives. Definitely make you look at like horde enemies or wave-based games slightly differently. How are you exactly supposed to... They're in the back, yeah. How exactly are you supposed to get out of that one unscathed? Just run off by yourself? Just really think that's the best course of action. Is that just a crossbow? She just brought a crossbow. Yeah. Of course, she wouldn't have the intent to really go along with any sort of threat of shooting her. Weren't they on her side? Well, so it was their duty to lay down the lives for the country. Ah. I see the royal family have upgraded their forms of travel. And what's... Shadow Lancers. Is his body made out of rubber? What caused him to bounce that much? I thought the sword was thicker than that, but have we really seen it from a profile? actually having Index join what seems to be like possibly one of the final battles. But unlike the second princess who thinks she can handle it alone, wait, what was that animation? Can he just get in there? Just needs one strong blow, and the sword is done. Hopefully. And we already saw her suffering, I think, from using the sword too much before. And use that delay there to your advantage. Just everything within your grasp. Touch it all, hope it just kind of vanishes. You know, if she really wanted to, she could have ended the princess right there. And also, considering being a princess who can't use any form of main attacks. What was the rain for? Was it just because it makes it look... Even if the trajectory is off, it can be redirected. Although that was quite a large blast, there's practically everyone caught in the vicinity of that one. Good music, though. The chanting. You've made her reveal a secret technique. The secret technique is just military might. No need for relics of the past and magic when you have a intercontinental ballistic missile. I mean, a scatterbomb type attack. Or are you saying that everyone should just give up? I don't see. There's more going on. Her initial plans and the like. All for the sake of Britain. I mean, yeah, just in a kind of warped way, but what could really come from this? Right. So I guess really, that's one way of dealing with it. You've got this weapon of mass kind of devastation. Choosing my words right carefully. And to protect it from being used against you? I mean, there's still another knight out there who has not made an appearance. Yeah, I don't think his... Where's the numbers? Oh. I don't think his right hand can really be used against just gunpowder and cold steel. So what, has he had a change of heart there, or did you always imagine stepping in at this point? Fire all the missiles. Okay, so from all the battleships... I was about to say, are the generals not going to question the commands? Or you can just bring down even more technology upon their heads. I mean, you could have turned up earlier, yes. Oh. So the commands never actually went through. How are they going to feel now, like, fighting together after all these years? Yep. Once again, it's a battle where you have an army of one versus combined forces. Fighting with your friends, that's the key to victory. Or, in this case, fighting with a whole bunch of people that you've only really just met. And you've got the armoured knights behind her as she's saying that sentence. Just how much did she slice? And since they're looking out for each other, if there's someone that seems to be in danger, they've got to jump in to protect them. She seems to be having fun! Now, why would she abdicate the throne? What was that? Okay. A combination of the countries together. Do you need the flags a medium? It's a good sign, but... And through the regal effort of the Queen... Huh. Giving everyone a choice to take up arms. How are they going to live when the power's taken away from them, though? The citizenry are all riled up. Look at what they've managed to accomplish by holding on so long. Of course, only those in the immediate vicinity, because it would take a while to get from, like, Lincolnshire. I like the quite obvious just stand-in 3D avatars in the back for the citizens. And just, once again, like every other story, everyone is the victim of something. Just launch him. I'm not sure a face is meant to bend that way. I'm not sure a face is meant to bend. Well, this is going on the news. And how much is the reconstruction costs going to come out of the taxpayers? Is it really that bad if it becomes so common knowledge? Why does, magic need to be this guarded secret? No, not at all. You can go home. How long has he been watching? Well, that's where the boy receiving a commendation just ended up. The hand stopped, wasn't destroyed or anything, though. What is this? Turn into a Da Vinci's Code index? Is that the power of that code lock? Index. His customer service department? At what point was Index like an iPhone upgrade? Why is it always, I'll come back for you later, even though exactly what I need is in front of me? And I have the power to, swipe your right arm and index. But, Britain is safe once again for one more afternoon, maybe. There's some issues in the royal family at the minute. I don't think quite on the level that we saw here. Although if it was, I'd definitely actually pay more attention to the news. Would be kind of interesting. With how many episodes there are left in this, I'm trying to think. We've already taken down all of the hands of gods or whatever it is, bar one. Is there a great evil after? I was about to question if this was a preview, but it's a continuation of the episode. So, Index is going to be out of the story for a little bit, and Tolma is now not only going to have to go defeat him, but not only is Tolma going to have to go and defeat Fiamma because it's the right thing to do. It will save hundreds and countless lives. But now because he put someone in direct danger that was right in front of him that Tolma cares about so deeply. It's really personal now. Although maybe he should thank him. The grocery budget is going to be a lot lower. How many times now is it that you've had enemies' plans revealed at the last minute and they're actually not entirely evil, they do have their reasons, however iffy, but also old battles, old rivals, coming together and working together as a team. A greater evil has approached. They can put the differences they had aside. Good to know that the British Navy is still as strong as ever. Although when it comes to floating mobile magic fortresses shooting beams into Buckingham Palace, was there no Air Force scrambling together to intercept? But we're globe-trotting, aren't we? Starting off in France, heading over to England, now maybe Russia. Let's just see what the scenery is like over there. If you enjoyed this episode, let me know. If you leave a like on the video, maybe a comment down below, and even subscribe, it would make my day. And you'll get to continue watching more Index which of course is always a nice thing. Pity we didn't see more mysterious artifacts just turning up. Those with mysterious powers that unexplained. And yet in the source material would have 4 pages each. But are we going to see some old faces again? To find out, you'd have to come back. So really, get some rest now. I'll see you there. If I find myself chained up and part of a business deal, with one of the parties being my patrons, I'm pretty much screwed, aren't I? You're not coming there to rescue me. So while I'm still a free man, I need to thank Electric Ant, Noku, Raywin, Kite, Sal, Shiwan, Matt, Stinsfire, Gurley, Solitron, Cardboard, Croyville, Jennifer Rojas, Alvin Garcia Santiago, DeFiro, Dark Shadow 7899, Defender of Segs, and everyone else. Because luckily so far, they're just supporting me from the sidelines. Although I really wouldn't be surprised by any suggestions of a bunny girl costume.